Hello there, my beautiful and lovely gamers. My name is John. Today we are talking about hero bans and what something that was requested on a Discord server, which as always will link down that description for me to talk about, be my opinion on, and so on. Now, this is something that I've been talking about for a long time in the community. I remember back in like season 3 or something that I heard talk about hero bans and how that would affect the meta and how that would affect the game. And what I still am after making this video, I'm still very conflicted about if I would like it or if I would hate getting hero bans. I would like to hear your opinion down in that comment section. Please tell me, are you for or against? And if you can, why are you for, why are you against us? Because I'm personally very conflicted about. Of course, there's a lot of factors, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So, as always, we got to get the plugs out of the way. As always, if you're interested in hiring me as a private coach, it's 50 euros for a 2-hour session. Doesn't matter if you're Grandmaster or if you're bronze, doesn't matter if you play for a team or not, or console or PC, as long as you can get a VOD of you playing up to YouTube. Hit me up on Discord, 50 years to a session, and we can hopefully help you improve and get up to that next rank. And as always, I stream on Twitch, link to that down in that description, including with my Twitter in case you want some more personal tweets about me. Now, when it comes to hero bans, I think that what it really depends on is how it's implemented, of course, and how it affects it. Now, we can't implement this like in League of Legends, which is what most people logically think about when they think hero bans, because in League of Legends, you ban one champion per player. So in the end, there will be, since it's a 5v5 game, there will be 10 bans made. Now that can be theoretically, only 5, but there's always at least 5 heroes or 5 champions being banned. The problem with implementing as such huge ban, I think if everyone got a ban in Overwatch, you could ban a whole category. You could ban all the supports or all the tanks in the game with ease. You could actually do it so that if it was unlucky, you could ban every support and every tanks except one. So there would either be one tank or one of the supports left to pick from, and the rest of them would just be DPSs. So logically, implementing a 1 ban per player is ridiculous. What I think would be happening is that you would have some form of voting system. And I would think 1 ban per team would be much different, and what could actually be a viable option. Because think about it. If you think back to Mercy meta was a big pain in the ass because, well, it's called a Mercy meta for a reason. If each team can do 1 ban, then you can at least say, okay, we are banning Mercy, removing her from the meta, meaning we're not forced to play Mercy meta. Same with Goats, okay, we're removing, Brig, for example. Same when it was dive meta only, okay, we will remove the Tracer, or we'll remove the Winston, or we'll remove the Diva, making the change that stuff up. And that's only for rank. Now, so I think that what will happen is that essentially each team would just set up I want to ban this hero, and then people can kind of tell what they want to ban if they agree or not. Big problem with that is that, one, can you imagine the toxicity that's going to be made out of that? Now, of course, implementing anything, and in any competitive game, there's a lot of toxicity. But if you ever play League of Legends, you'll probably notice if you ban a hero or a champion that they don't like, sometimes you get called out for that. Why didn't you ban, champion X instead of champion Y? That's a ridiculous way of using your ban, right? And the same goes for Overwatch. I expect that if let's say a silver guy, just take that, he wants Bastion banned, right? And you understand, or majority of the silver player maybe want Bastion play. So 4 out of 6 of your team want Bastion banned, and you and then your friend, which you do is like, you guys have actually watched. You guys have kind of set yourself into meta and so on. You understand that, okay, no, we need to remove, let's say, the Brig for the enemy team composition. They remove the Bastion, and you're just gonna be like, why the fuck are we removing the Bastion when we could remove the Brig? And that already brings in some tension. Now, what I think it would be fun is for the competitive side of the game. Can you imagine, we can analyze and bring down, certain team composition, or set up certain against certain team composition. For example, against, the old Rogue, if you guys remember Rogue, which was a very dive build team, removing their Winston for their play. Okay, all of a sudden, they don't have that Winston for the dive tank. This was before Hammond, so okay, what they're gonna run when we remove the Winston for them? Maybe we're going to remove the Tracer, or maybe we're going to move AKM Soldier, right? Or Senjata, right? There could be so many bans that could be targeted in the competitive scene, which I think could make a really fun and interesting argument, a way of playing, right? Also, for example, if you knew you had the enemy team had a really good Widowmaker that you didn't want to play against, okay, maybe removing that Widowmaker, it could force a much more controlled environment to play in for your team for certain strategies. Now, I think that I'm very conflicted if I like this, because personally one of the things that I like about Overwatch is that we can shape everything to whenever. We can pick and build the team composition no matter what, and there's no bans, there's nothing like that. We can kind of build what we want to build without any restrictions. So if I find, for example, if you knew about goats before before it really got viable, or well, like viral, that's team composition, that's a really strong extra thing. Or when, you know, they started playing a triple DPS Winston die, right? That was kind of a new thing that people hadn't seen before. They got to street the meta, and you couldn't just counter that in the pro scene by saying, okay, we're just going to remove the Winston, or we're just going to remove this key part of your feature. At the same time, it's an anti-blizzard tool, so it's the ban system would work as an anti-blizzard way of removing certain quote-unquote broken heroes from both the rank ladder and also in the competitive aspect of play, where you can remove certain stuff. Of course, also stuff like one-tricking and so on is also theoretically a viable option, but that's at least how I look at this. What do you guys think? Would you guys like a ban system? Would you guys not like a ban system? I would very much like to hear. The way that I've set it up, I think, is the best way, where each team get one ban each. I think that's like the easiest way to keep this balance. That way, it's very difficult to remove all form of viability in the terms of both supports and tanks, since there's a minimum 3 main tanks, and you can always do with some other weird tank composition. And the same with supports. Even if you remove both Ana and Mercy, you can still play like Moira, Zenyatta, or Moira Lucio, or something like that, and you can at least make some of that still kind of get stretched out. Now, as always, guys, I hope please take care of yourself. Okay, I hope you guys have a lovely gaming experience. My name is Jonal. Love you guys very much. And as always, guys, keep the enemy in your crosshair.